Welcome to the channel. It's 9th edition 40k. Hello everyone. This battle report will be the last one filmed on this old camera of mine. I've upgraded it and I'm now filming it as we speak. Unfortunately, one of the reasons why I got a new phone is that the sound quality on this battle report was very poor. You can hear us our voices distort occasionally. I've listened to the battle report. I think it's still understandable, so I've decided to upload it. But this is a bit of a warning. It's not great sound, but hopefully with my new phone, we won't have these problems anymore. So I'm going to probably put that in a drawer somewhere along with my other phones, and I shall continue making battle reports on my brand new phone. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy it. I think it's a good one. Cheers and bye. Welcome to this 750 point game between Craft World Eldar and Space Marines. Here we have a Maiden World, a unspoilt wilderness full of trees, forests, mountains, rivers, all of it unpolluted, all of it pure. And apart from the odd Eldar webway, where the Eldar turn up to contemplate the mysteries of the universe, there is nothing here but perfection. That is until the forces of the Adeptus Mechanicus arrived and started to pillage the natural resources of this planet, mining its minerals, cutting down its forests and polluting its rivers. Here we have a pipe pumping effluent and toxic waste into the core of the planet. And huge machines that are destroying the trees and wildlife to add fuel to the fires of their furnaces, and as a result the Eldar have already struck and have exterminated the Mon-Kai, who have dared sully their planet, their Maiden World. But before the Adeptus Mechanicus were destroyed by the Eldar, they managed to get out a distress signal that has been answered by the Shadows of Ultramar Space Marine chapter, and they have come down to reclaim this planet for the Imperium, to reclaim its precious resources and to hand it back to the Mechanicum to exploit. So today we are playing, as I said, 1750 points of Tempest of War, and I've already drawn the cards, so let's have a look at them. Okay, deployment zone will be Crucible of Battle. The primary mission is Take and Hold, which is effectively the same as in match play. You get 5 victory points if you control 1 or more objective, another 5 if you control 2 or more, and then another 5 if you control more objective markers than your opponent controls. And then the mission rule is secret intel. You only get your command point bonus at the start of your command phase if your warlord is on the table, and that includes being on in a transport on the table. So one deployment zone will be across here, taking into account most of all of that terrain piece. And then the other deployment zone will be across here, yeah. Right, let's go have a look at the armies. Okay, and here we have 1750 points worth of Space Marines on the nose. It is a battalion. The Shadows of Ultramar always have the same chapter tactics, which is bolted fusiliers, which means any weapon with the bolt keyword in it. I can reroll hit rolls of 1, so that would be the bolt rifles, the heavy bolt pistols, and any other smattering of bolt weaponry amongst the army. They also have master artisans, which means I can reroll 1 hit roll in the shooting phase per unit, and that can be non-bolter weaponry such as the plasma annihilator for the dreadnought. It's a battalion, as I said. It's led by the captain, and he has a master crafted power sword and a master crafted bolt rifle. His warlord trait is the Imperium Sword, which means he can reroll charges. He gets +1 attack, +1 strength if he charges or heroically intervenes. His relic is the Armor Indomitus, which gives him a 2-up save, and a 3-up invulnerable save, which he can trigger once in a turn. He also has a reroll hit roll of 1 bubble for core units. He's second in command, the lieutenant, has a reroll wound roll of 1 for core unit bubble, and he's armed with a Volkite pistol and a storm shield. In the third HQ slot is the librarian Phobos in Phobos armor, and he has the powers Smite, Tenebrous Curse, and Hallucination. I'll explain what they do as and when they get cast. Onto the elites, I've paid the points to make my apothecary here the chief apothecary, and I've spent a command point to make him a hero of the chapter, which gains him a warlord trait, and that is Selfless Healer. That means he can automatically heal 3 wounds twice, and he can restore a infantry or bike unit to full wounds. A model to full wounds in one of those units. Other than that, he has a 6-up shrug bubble of 3 inches as well. Continuing in the elites, I've got 3 firestorm aggressors. Doesn't sound quite right, but the ones with the flamers. And in heavy support, I've got 5 Hellblasters back there, a Dreadnought, Redemptor Dreadnought with the plasma weaponry, the Storm Bolters in his chest, and the Venge of Gatling Cannon. And then I've got the tank, which is the Executioner, and that has got it's got a very big shooty weapon and a Gatling cannon, and it's got loads of weapons. It's got heavy bolters. It can chuck out a lot of firepower. It doesn't have an invulnerable save, neither does the Dreadnought, which is its biggest weaknesses, so I'm not sure how well they will fare against the Bright Lances and the anti-tank weaponry are going to be facing with these crafty craft welders. But anyway, 2 squads of 10 intercessors with bolt rifles. I probably will combat squad them. And then finally, I've got a squad of 10 assault intercessors just to chuck up the field and be a bit of a nuisance, really, because otherwise I've got a quite static gun line army. Okay, I think that's it. A little bit of anti-tank, lots of infantry. I should be able to control the board, hopefully. Yeah, and some Hellblasters at the back to really cause some nasty anti-elite options available for me, and then the ability to re-roll lots of hit rolls and the ability to pick up casualties with the apothecary. So that's the sort of plan. Okay, let's go have a look at the Eldar. Okay, let's welcome to the channel one more time, number 3. Hello. Number 3. I like the t-shirt.
Thank you very much. A little sorry, that was my phone.
I was going to say, wow, is it a talking t-shirt?
Yeah. Yes, it's the Stranger Things Phantom Menace crossover. T-shirt.
Now that is a Stranger Thing, isn't it?
Yes.
So you've got your lovely Craftworld Eldar back.
Craftworld Eldar are back. Yes, indeed.
Here to eradicate the Monkai who are besmirching, something like that. Your Maiden World. So. Yeah. What have you got?
Here to punish the Imperium of Man for the recklessness. We have a patrol detachment and a super heavy auxiliary detachment. The super heavy auxiliary, obviously, is the Wraith Knight here, who is equipped with a pair of heavy Wraith cannons and a pair of scatter lasers.
Nice.
Wraith Knights been given a significant leg up in the codex at the start of the year.
Yeah.
So this is a much more formidable opponent now, much more satisfying to run, albeit very expensive in terms of points, but worth it, as I hope we'll see.
Yes, I'm a bit worried. I'm worried already. Okay.
So, patrol detachment consists of first HQ and Warlord is this Farseer here with Singing Spear. And he has the Warlord trait, Seer of the Shifting Vector, which means that every time you or I buy a stratagem, I get to roll to see if I get a command point off the back of that stratagem spent.
Yeah.
And Relic the Weeping Stones, which means I get to roll an extra die for my Strands of Fate.
Strands of Fate, yeah.
I don't get to keep any more, but I get to roll an extra one, so I've got a better chance of getting the ones that I want. For psychic powers, we've gone for the Runes of Fortune, which is the new kid on the block for psychic disciplines. Fateful Divergence, which again just generates a command point.
Yep.
And Crushing Orb, which is a monster killing, like a pseudo smite.
A pseudo smite, a damage spell. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Mortal wound.
Second HQ is Jane's R.
Yeah, we've got a Phoenix Lord. Phoenix Lord?
Phoenix Lord.
Phoenix Lady.
I don't know. Well, it's
it's hard to tell.
I guess. I mean, it's a weak translation from the Aeldari language.
It's indeed,
so
yeah,
it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter. But she's a beatstick, isn't she?
She is a beatstick, and she's a lot tougher these days now that she's got favoured of Azurian.
Yeah,
like all the Phoenix Lords have. But as well as her own beefiness, she lends a bit of more power to the Howling Banshees that she's with. Howling Banshees within 6 inches of her get +2 to their leadership and objective secured.
Oh, nice. Okay,
which is a neat feature. So they're going to be quite good. So moving on to the elites, 5 Howling Banshees led by an Exarch with the Triskele.
Yep.
And upgraded with the Exarch power of Graceful Avoidance, which means that in hand-to-hand, the Howling Banshees have got a 4-up invulnerable save.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
Sticking with elites, we have the Warlock. I just realised 5 minutes ago that I left my Warlock miniature at home, so we've got Fire Dragon Exarch standing in as the Warlock.
Yeah. Also
with a Singing Spear. And with psychic powers, Conceal, Reveal, and Quicken Restrain.
Yeah, he just packed the wrong suitcase and thought, oh well, I'll just have to wear what I've got.
He brought the Fire Dragon armor by mistake instead of the Warlock get-up.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have a pack of 5
these are good, aren't they?
Wraithguard with Wraith Cannon. Moving swiftly on to troops. At the front here, we have a unit of 10 Guardian Defenders.
Yeah.
Accompanied by a weapon platform with an Aeldari missile launcher.
Yeah.
My second troop unit is a unit of 5 Rangers here who have a Gloomfield, which means that shooting attacks from more than 12 inches away, they gain the benefit of cover.
Yeah.
Even if they're not in cover.
Even if they're not
they're going to be in cover a lot anyway. But,
and they get an extra point of save if they are in cover.
Correct. Yes. Correctamundo. Oh yes, no, sorry, I've got that the wrong way around. So when I say they get the benefit of cover from the Gloomfield, it's specifically dense cover, which is a -1 to hit.
-1 to hit. Oh, okay.
So
-1 to hit if you're firing over 12 away.
It's from 12 inches away. So they can still hide in plain sight, which is quite neat.
Yes.
Right, on to fast attack. We have simply a unit of 5 Warp Spiders.
Now, these are great, aren't they?
I am a big fan.
Yeah.
They were one of the first units I painted for this army because I knew that whatever I did, I had to have Warp Spiders because they're so cool.
Yeah.
The Exarch has the upgrade of Web of Deceit, which means that once per game, instead of doing a battle focus move, they can be removed and redeployed anywhere on the board 9 inches away from enemy units in the same turn.
Right.
Which is quite cheeky.
Okay. When can you trigger that? Any point?
When I'm doing a battle focus move.
Right,
so
okay.
It's during shooting.
Right, okay. Yeah. Interesting.
A couple of
Warsons?
In the back, a couple of War Walkers.
Yeah.
One equipped with a Bright Lance and Scatter Laser.
Yeah.
And the other with a pair of Star Cannon.
Yeah. Okay.
Which are they've had a nice. I know we're all talking about a codex. I'm talking about a codex that was released 9 months ago. To be absolutely fair.
Yeah.
But, I've only played it a few times, so it's still I'm still getting my head around some of the changes. The Star Cannon are like a plasma cannon now. Well, not exactly the same stat line, but they're similar in sort of their role, their function.
Yeah.
And last but not least, I never leave home without a Wave Serpent.
Yeah.
The same Wave Serpent we've seen before on the channel, so just triple Shuriken Cannons.
Yeah.
and because I had a few points left over, but not enough for a whole other unit, it's got 3 out of the 4 possible vehicle upgrades. So we've got the Spirit Stones.
Yep. That's -1 damage.
No, the Spirit Stones means that you double its remaining wounds for picking which bracket it is on.
Yeah, okay.
We've got the Crystal Targeting Matrix, so it ignores modifiers to hit.
Yep.
And it's got the Star Engines, which means it's got +3 move.
Nice. Right.
I've got one pre-game stratagem that I'm playing.
Yep.
Called Relics of the Shrines. So there are relics that are just for exiles.
Yep.
So one command point gets you 2 relics that have to go to different exarchs. Okay, so the Howling Banshee exarch has Crone Scream, which is a special mask that once per game has a chance to inflict mortal wounds on the charge.
Right, okay.
And the Warp Spider exarch has the Spider's Bite, which is an enhanced pair of power blades.
Excellent. So, you've got a Craft World trait, or whatever you want to call it.
Oh yes, yes. So my Craft World is Ebrazel, which is a far-flung Craft World, and I've been rewarded for my patience because the names of the Craft World attributes were the same in Psychic Awakening.
Yeah.
The ones that I chose were thematic and not very powerful. Now, the same Craft World traits are thematic and powerful. So I've got Children of Moreheg means that when a unit is below starting strength, so it's lost 1.
So any casualty,
lost 1 or more miniatures, they get a +1 to hit.
+1 to hit.
Yep.
Is that +1 to shooting and combat?
Yes.
Or, across the board.
Yep.
Okay, great. Yep.
And the Hunters of Ancient Relics means that they may still shoot even while they are performing an action.
Okay. May not. Well, actually, you sometimes get actions in Tempest of War, don't you?
You can get
okay, so
actions
that
for,
could
like,
trigger
raising the banners or investigating
indeed.
this, that, and the other. So
certainly does. Okay, well,
Could be
excellent. Right, it's a lovely army, beautifully painted.
Thank you very much.
I'm
enjoying them.
Yeah, really shine, and I quite like Craft World Eldar. I think they look great, don't they?
They're a neat army.
Yeah,
really nice.
Particularly the vehicles and the Wraith stuff. I love all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, let's go to deployment. Okay, here we are at the end of deployment. Let's have a look at the armies, where they are. Let's look at the Space Marines first. Roger.
Sorry, I'll turn
off. So I have got my Hellblasters and Assault Intercessors here with the Lieutenant, Captain and Apothecary, and then supported by another 5 Intercessors. There is a home objective in the gantry up there, which is held down by those 5 Intercessors. Then tactically deploying out of the line of sight, we're treating the sort of smoke as obscuring, is my Repulsor Executioner. Round here is the Redemptor Dreadnought. I've got 2 combat squads of Intercessors here, supported by the Librarian. And on the Eldar side, we've got the Wraith Knight. I've put a beanbag down here just in case I knock its wings with its belly. Right on this flank with Jane Zar, her Howling Banshees coming into the woods here. Over the rocks on this side, you've got your Wave Serpent.
Yes, full of Wraith Guards.
Wraith Guards, yeah. Then Guardians on your own home objective, and your Farseer.
Look out for Eldar, up in the trees.
Indeed.
And the Warlock.
With
the wrong clothes.
Yeah. And then utilising your ability to deploy outside the deployment zone.
Using the advanced positions ability.
We've got your Rangers
up in them hills.
Yeah.
And the Warwalkers.
Indeed. And then in terms of no man's land objectives, we've got 1 here, 1 in front of my lines, and then 1 tucked under here.
Oh, and also the Warp Spiders are where you would expect them to be in the webway.
Good point. Number 3, indeed. And in fact, my aggressors are in my tank as well. Oh, I forgot to mention that. So here we are.
I was worried about the aggressors, so I'm glad that they're safely out of range.
Safely tucked away. Yeah. If you pop that too early in the game, they've got a long walk. So yeah, maybe that wasn't the best idea, but that's what I've done. So here we are. Space Marines have come. They've answered the distress call of the Adeptus Mechanicus. There's precious few survivors. There's one possibly up there. He's keeping his head down. Suddenly the Eldar swoop in from the pristine forests of the Maiden World.
They've found an intact webway gate.
Yeah.
And have sprung forth.
And are seeking to take their revenge on the Monkey who have dared sully their world. Have you got a dice number 3?
I have got a dice number 1.
Let's see who gets to go first.
Here we go.
We've rolled a lot of equal numbers so far off camera. Look at that! I haven't gone first.
Could be a record.
It could be. It could be.
There you go.
Space Marines turn 1. I have to go first, don't I?
Yes.
In Tempest of War, it's Space Marines turn 1. They've got their prepared positions. Let's draw the orders from High Command.
Change of plan then. As number 1 has won the initiative, I'm going to engage some Eldar trickery. I'm going to spend 2 command points on the Phantasm strategy.
Oh yes, okay.
It's all been an illusion. And actually, so I spend 2 command points.
Yeah.
And the Warwalkers and the Rangers and the Warlock are actually not where they appear to be, and I'm going to redeploy them.
Oh, how exciting! That's right. There's a Thousand Suns thing that can do that on one of their cults. So yeah, very chaos. Right. Okay. I'll let you do that. 3 down to 6 command points. So he has been chewing through them, but does mean that suddenly the units that the Space Marines fought over here, your Warwalkers have gone into strategic reserve for 0 command points, and your Rangers have redeployed.
And so is the Warlock with them.
And the Warlock with them has redeployed over there. So suddenly, I've got a Dreadnought that's very much out of position. Because its weapon, I think it's only 36-inch range, the plasma cannon.
That's right,
yeah. It's not got the best range for such a big weapon, so who misses. So, so yeah, that was a good move. I like that. So, anyway, it is now...
it's cheeky.
It's cheeky. It's now Space Marines turn 1 as we go into my movement phase. Okay, orders from the battle barge. Bring it down, destroy that knight, secure no man's land, capture 2 of the no man's land objective markers. That might be quite tricky because while this one's quite easy, the other 2 are quite deep in the table. And extend battle lines, stay on your home objective and capture 1 of the no man's land objectives. So that's actually doable. So I should be at least get 5 this turn. Okay, let's go into movement phase. Okay, here we are at the end of movement phase and command phase for Space Marines turn 1. I've had to spend a command point re-rolling my advance roll on. Yeah, this flank is a little bit out of position, so I've had to do a few advances. So rolled a second one in advance for that squad, so they've only got themselves there. This squad managed to advance 5 inches, so I've managed to start getting over the rocky ridge. Not quite on that objective, but at least they're moving towards it. I've given the knight 2 targets, so he's going to have to decide which one to go for. And
Spitfire?
I want Spitfire, yeah. Be greedy. take them both out at the same time. Other than that, now I hate myself for doing this. It's so not Space Marine, but the assault intercessors could have perhaps got a bit further along. But I am aware that there is a Jane Zar and her Howling Banshees can do proper crazy long charges and can advance and charge. So I don't want to be charged by her. If at all possible, I'd like to countercharge her. So other than that, the characters all sort of shuffling forward. This squad staying where they are on that home objective. The tank coming around it's falling over a bit. The smoke to line up some shots against the knights. So I have psychic phase, but I don't know if anything's in range actually. Yes, thank you, number 3. They're being our starters. They're all specs systems are playing up, and so they're not running headlong into what is almost certainly a trap. So, yeah, I have no psychic phase because all of my powers are out of range. So let's just go on to the shooting phase. Okay, this is the super laser destroyer thingy. Heavy 2, hits on 2 because of its targeting matrix. So I get 2 hits. Its strength is 10, so winning on 3s.
Yes.
And I roll a 1 and a 2. So let's use a command point reroll on one of them. So I do get 1 wound.
Use shifting vector to try and get a command point off that. Nope.
No.
Okay, so I think I'll use my first.
Yes, your fate
I've got
dice.
4 fate.
You've got 4 saves.
Strands of fate dice, so I'm going to use a save.
So all the other small arms that's in range, it's all of 36 inches. So basically the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber and the Heavy Bolters going into the Rangers. -1 to hit because of their cloak. So I'm hitting on 4s. And it's a bolt weapon, so I can reroll those 1s. And I might as well do my artisan roll as well.
Eldar.
Okay, strength 5, toughness Eldar.
So 3.
Yeah, 2 wounds. I'm in a Devastator, so -2. Yeah, 5 ups.
1 made it, 1 didn't.
Okay, the Iron Hail Heavy Stubber and the normal Heavy Stubber at the same time. I'm hitting 4s because they're hard to hit. I've already done all my rerolls. It's not a bolt weapon. So, strength 4. So 3s to wound. Ooh, and that is 6 at -2 because I'm in the Devastator's doctrine.
So, I require.
Oh dear.
That is 1 save, and the rest are creamed.
I've shot a lot of leaves off the tree. Okay, Intercessor Squad at the back. The end guy can't quite see him, but the others will pop a shot at him, and I get 2 hits, and I'm wounding on 3, so I get 1 wound and -1.
I think we'll.
Okay, let's lighten up with the Hellblasters, hitting on 3s. Ooh, and I can.
Well, no, he claimed me in dense cover.
So yeah, dense cover for the woods. I've got 1 reroll for the Master Artisans. It doesn't help me. So that's quite a lot gets taken out. A lot of trees. Okay, strength 6, so 2s.
Yes. Goodness gracious me.
Yes, we did catch it. I've got a reroll of 1s for the captain being nearby. So they don't help because I'm hitting on 4s. Okay, so that is maths 7 -3 saves. -4, of course. So you'd be on some sort of invulnerable.
4 up for rune armor. So how many are there?
7. Okay, so the last 2 fate dice. So you roll a 6 for your fate dice.
I need so the fate dice are 6s. So
Yeah.
that's 2 saves.
Yeah.
I now need 3 4s to keep him alive.
Yeah.
Because wounds, but obviously the more the better.
Yeah.
Oh God!
So he is dead unless you command point reroll.
I'm going to command point reroll.
Yeah.
First, I'm going to resolve the reroll.
Okay.
Is it a 4? No, it is not. He's dead.
He is dead.
So he's dead, but I'm now, just to try and soften the blow, I'm going to do Sear the Shifting Vector to try and get that command point back.
Okay.
That is a 1, so I do not even get that back.
No.
That's amazing.
But that, I think, will be concluding my shooting phase.
That was concluding my Warlock phase.
Exactly. Okay, well, I'm alright with that. I took out 2 units, including a Psyker.
Oh, Dreadnought's
Dreadnought Advanced, yeah, he's out of range. Your horrible Eldar
frustrating,
trickery.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is very frustrating. So, and I've got no charges, so that will be the end of my turn 1. I have got one of my objectives, which is extend battle line. So I've got 5 secondary objectives as we go into Eldar trickery turn 1. Okay. With great strides crashing through the forest. Oh, no, they wouldn't crash through the forest, would they? They'd nimbly step, not stepping on any daisies.
The Wraith Knight could step on the top of the trees without bending
them over. Exactly, legless style. Yeah, so it nimbly skips around the forest in order to bring its weapons to bear on the Space Marine lines. The Wave Serpent has normally moved ahead, and there are some Wraith, what they called?
Wraith
Guard inside that. Yeah, they're not getting out yet though.
They can't get out yet because he's moved it. I've moved it.
Yes, of course.
But
yes.
he's about to unleash a hail of shurikens.
Yeah, and not a great advanced roll for your banshees, so they're not. But you are at least on that objective with them, so they are now in the forest, and Jane's are bringing up the rear. Your what spiders, of course, still in the warp. Web spiders, rather.
Wall spiders in the warp, in the way, rather, and the...
your warwalkers, still outflanking me somewhere.
On your flank somewhere.
Yes, okay. Right. So you got a psychic phase.
One psychic power. I've got this turn, very simple, Fateful Divergence, warp charge 6. You're not in die range, so I'm just going to try and roll it.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes off, and I just get 1 command point.
Okay.
Simple as that.
There we go.
I also get 1 for the start of the turn as well, so I've got Solar's...
Your Farseer is on the table. Right, okay.
Do you want to do a segment as well on my...
Oh, yes, yeah. The runes, or whatever, the orders coming from
the orders from the vast and incomprehensible strands of fate. No prisoners, so that's just...
Kill the Monkai, exterminate them, they're on your land.
Yeah.
Get off my land.
But no prisoners, it's like this kill tally.
Yeah.
Grind them down, which is who kills more over the next turn. And hold the line, which is keeping the Marines more than 6 inches out of my deployment zone, which might not be that easy, actually. But we'll give it a good go.
Yeah, okay. When do you score...
end of your next turn.
End of my next turn, yeah, okay. So, stop the Monkai from trespassing further and kill them. That's what the runes say. Okay. Have spent a command point on Transhuman.
I'm just going to try and shifting vector your command point.
And you've done Blade Storm, which means 6s are...
6s to hit, get an extra hit.
Extra hit, yeah. Okay.
So, this is the full array of 3 shuriken cannon on those Hellblasters. Okay. 3s to hit. So, that is...
So 6 hits, we're now winning on 4s.
So that is...
-1, I'm a Contempt that comes 3 up still. And they all pass.
Look at that!
Blinks off my Holy Power Armour. Okay, missile launcher from the Guardians into the Intercessors on my home address. Home address, yeah. Home objective.
That's, 6 shots.
Yeah, so it's heavy D3, yeah. So, heavy D6.
Heavy D6. A lot of missile launchers.
Yeah. 3s to hit.
Yeah, this is sunburst mode, so 3s to hit. Oh, not great. 3 hits. Strength 7, so...
3s?
3s to wound. It's 3 saves at -1.
Yeah, 2 up because they're in cover, and armor contempt. 1 gets through.
1 single point of damage. Okay,
the knight is putting his big guns into my tank. I've popped smoke for a command point, and the smaller guns, the scatter lasers, into the assault.
Yeah, so scatter lasers first, and we are hitting on 3s. He says, check.
3s. Oh,
plus our poor show. 3 hits.
You got any more fate left, or have you used it all?
No, I've used it all on those saving throws. So it's battle round get fate, not every.
I see. Yeah.
Right, 3 hits, strength 6, so 3 wounds.
Yeah.
3 saves, no AP.
3 up. 1 gets through. The big guns.
So the heavy wraith cannons, I'm going to roll them together. They're each heavy D3, so I get 2 D3 attacks. That's 3. That's the poor show. So 4s to hit.
4 6 is a smoke.
But that is 2.
Doesn't help me. Hits twice.
And I'm going to CP reroll that one.
Okay.
So I'll put that down to 6.
Still
doesn't hit. So strength 16, so 2 to
2s, yeah. Nasty. Oh, I got 1. You got a 1.
That's 1 at my...
Okay, with Armor and Contempt, I do get a 6 up save. And I get a 2, so that does go through.
Okay, so the natural 6 on the wounds is D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. So the damage.
Is 9.
9, and then you do cause...
And then D3 mortal wounds.
D3 mortal wounds. I was wondering whether to Armor Contempt it.
Well, you can choose after I've rolled how many mortal wounds.
Okay, right,
so
let's do that.
It's 1 more.
It's not worth it. Okay, so that is 10 damage in total.
10 damage total.
Okay. So the good news is I've still got a tank, because that could have been a lot worse. But it is down to 6 wounds left. And I don't have a Tech Marine. I'm going to buy a Tech Marine soon. Right, okay.
They may know no fear.
But they like to get...
But they certainly, they certainly feel a bit ill when you open a rift to the warp inside the tank.
I suddenly remembered. I've got some... Right. Is that the end of your shooting phase?
Tech priest rushing down the gantry to try and repair the tank. That concludes, because all my banshee weapons are short ranged. I'm not in range for any charges, so that is the end
of your shooting phase.
Of my
and your turn 1.
Of my first turn.
So have you got any objectives?
I've not scored nothing because I don't score any primaries on turn 1.
No.
And I haven't destroyed anything for no prisoners. I haven't destroyed anything for grinding them down. And I don't score hold the line until the end of your turn.
Yeah, okay, fine. So it's still 5-0 to the Space Marines as we go into Space Marine turn 2. It is a saving throw, an advance.
Eldar sleight of hand in real life. I moved the dice after number 1 started filming.
Yeah.
And he filmed the blank area.
I just filmed.
I'm really channeling. I'm really sort of LARPing the Eldar trickery.
You are indeed.
So that's 2 advance rolls, a wound roll, and a save.
Right, there we go. Excellent. Okay, orders from the Battle Barge, turn 2. I've kept secure no man's land because I should be able to get that this turn. Area denial. Unfortunately, number 3 has got his Wave Serpent, and in the middle of that. In the battlefield, so I don't think that's going to be like this turn. An assassination, kill a character. Difficult because the fast is right at the back, protected by the Guardians, and Jane Czar is also fairly well protected and difficult to kill. So not great. Okay, I'm going to spend a command point on new orders. I'm going to try and get rid of assassination. I just don't think that's going to happen.
I'm going to try and shifting vector your command point. Doesn't stick.
Okay, investigate site 1. Hang on. Okay, that's waste command point. Investigate site. Basically, I have to get within 6 inches of the middle of the battlefield and complete an action. Right, okay. Let's just try and do what we can do then. Okay, psychic phase, turn 2. The librarian will cast hallucination on the pilot of your Wave Serpent. What charge 6? And that is... I'm sure this smite first. Okay, so that's a perils, but it does go off. I'll just take the damage. You want to roll that, or should I do it?
You can do it.
Okay, so he takes 2 wounds, and that then casts. He then will smite, and that does go off, and then D3 mortal wounds against your Wave Serpent for 1.
Okay.
Okay. So. Okay, let's kick off shooting phase with the repulsor execution of the big cannon into your knight. Everything else is going to be put into your banshees. Yeah. So let's do the cannon.
Well, let's declare lightning fast reflexes.
Okay.
Banshees then. Jolly good of you.
Yeah, I just reminded number 3 that he's already got -1 hit because of the wood, so he doesn't need to be lightning fast reactive either. So this is the cannon. I'm hitting on 3s now because I'm in my middle bracket. And that
doesn't count.
No. Sure, okay, right. That's cocked, is it? Okay, so now I usually use my reroll for the Master Artisans. So that gets 2 hits. So wounding on 3s now. I get 1 wound. Command point reroll. Oh yeah, command point reroll.
Strandy Fatey.
Yeah, so 1's going to be stranded or fated, and the other one is at -4, I think. Okay, 5 up invulnerable. And it flickers off the whatever field they has.
No field.
No, just dodges.
Grace. Yes.
Grace. Right, fate and grace together, meaning my big cannon does nothing. Right, let's make a horrible mess of the banshees. Okay, this is the heavy onslaught Gatling cannon hitting on 5s because they're in cover.
6
so 2 hits. 2s. Yeah, and that's not core, of course, so that's 1.
We're on our 5 up.
5 up.
Oh no!
No, I managed to get 1. Heavy bolters. We roll 1s because it's a bolt weapon. And that is 4 hits.
You're not hitting on 5s with the heavy bolters?
I was.
Yes, that's 2.
Thank you. Yep, 5s. 2 hits. And 1 wound.
Wounds. No, it's 2 wounds. 6 against. Oh no, it's 5. You're right.
5,
right.
yeah.
1 wound.
So, -1 this time.
Right, so going on 4 again.
Yeah.
No.
Oh dear. Okay, the Iron Hail Heavy Stubbers hitting on 5s. 3 hits, wounding on 3s. Strength 4. Only 1 wound, 1 -1 save.
5 up again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Still
CP
looking,
reroll.
Still looking for a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
made it. And I'm going to shifting vector the command point for the reroll as well.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't make it, so I'll spend that one.
Okay, let's move on to the squad of intercessors behind the assault intercessors. Again, into your Banshees, hitting on 4s because of the cover. Rerolling 1s because they're bolt weapons. Oh, look at that. And I can reroll 1 miss because of Master Artisans. So that is 8 hits. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. And
yikes.
I'm in the tactical doctrine, so that is 5 minus 2 saves.
Right. So these are going to be on my 5 up still invulnerable.
Yep.
Right. I've realised now the folly of spending that command point earlier because I didn't think you had any other units to shoot that one. I didn't.
Ah.
I misidentified the intercessors. I thought they were all assaulters.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault, is it? Right, they're all dead.
They are all dead. Oh dear. Moving on to the Dreadnought, it's going to put everything into the Wave Serpent. So this is the Plasma Annihilator thing. And I'm going to supercharge just to get the extra point of damage.
Hold up. Couple of things.
Yeah. Oh, have you got a damage reduction thing?
No, not exactly. So the Serpent Shields means you can't wound on 1, 2 and 3. Decision.
Yeah, I'm going to supercharge.
Okay.
I'm going to supercharge just to get the extra damage. So this is one shot. Okay. So I've already used my command point reroll, so I'm just going to have to lump it. And he does hit unless you've got a -2. No, okay. And then winning on 4s because of your Wave Serpent shenanigans. No.
Range with the Lieutenant.
No, he's not. So no. Okay. All right. Well, that was a bit disappointing. I'll do the rest of the guns off camera. So, okay. Small arms doing 3 damage to the Wave Serpent. Okay. I shall keep on going with the Hellblasters.
Yeah.
So lightning fast reactions because the Hellblasters are going to shoot the Wave Serpent, and you so -1 hit, and you got it back because of your shifting vectors. So I'm hitting on 4s, and I'm re-rolling 1s because of the captain. And I can re-roll 1 miss because of Master Artisans. So 5s to wound, re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. Oh, good job, 2. Yeah, 2 get through, 2 -4, so on to your...
Invulnerable.
Actually, -5 technically, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Right, so 5 up, invulnerable.
Yeah. No, it's another 2 damage. No. Okay, intercessors in the backfield into the Wave Serpent. Hit on 4s because of lightning fast, re-rolling 1s, and 1 miss because of my chapter traits. So that is that many hits, really on 5s. And, that is 2 -2.
5.
No, chipping away.
You can't see the Eldar for the trees.
You can't see the Eldar for the trees. Can't see my squad pretty much, but that squad into the Guardians, they're not within rapid fire range, unfortunately. So hitting on 4s because of the trees. Reroll 1 miss because of Master Artisans. No. So winning on 3s. 2 -2 saves.
6s.
No, your armour is... Okay, the only charge is the Dreadnought. It's 9 inches. Let's see if he gets in. And he does.
Oh.
4 attacks base, +1 for shock assault. Hitting on 3s with his Redemptor Fist.
Hitting on 4s, mate.
4s because you're lightning fast. Sorry, mate. Yeah, so...
That could save it. That could be it.
That could be it.
Do you get to reroll any misses with Master Artisan?
No, only shooting. Not combat.
Oh.
Yeah. So winning on... What about your shield? Is it 4+4 to wound?
Nothing at all on melee.
So strength 14. Yeah, command point reroll on the wound.
Go for it.
So yes, that does go through. And 6 up saves. Oh, you make 1. So it's D3 +3.
Yikes. This could be it. Oh, it's it.
It is.
That's
just
it.
about.
It's done.
Phew.
Right. Was the camera rolling for that?
Not yet, but it is now. Yeah.
Does it explode?
Does it explode?
Yeah!
How annoying.
This could be disastrous.
The Wraith Guard.
Everyone is a dead Wraith Guard. They all
get out. Of course they do. Lightning fast.
That's beautiful. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the explosion has caused 2 wounds to my dreadnought and killed an intercessor and injured another. So it did go up quite nastily.
It certainly, it took a little bit of revenge on the interlopers.
So at the end of my turn 2, I have scored secure no man's land, but number 3 has also kept me from his deployment zone, hold the line. So we both get 5 secondary objectives. It's, as we go into Eldar, Craft World Eldar, turn 2.
Somehow still alive.
Yeah, so your orders, you've got bring it down.
I've got bring it down, which is to destroy the woundiest unit,
which is my
the,
tank.
I've got capture enemy outpost, which is to steal your home objective, which seems like it's going to be a tough one to pull off. And I've got no prisoners over from the last.
Yeah, you're keeping that in your hand.
Keeping that in play. Do you know what we did forget though? We forgot that I need to do a morale check for my guardians.
All right. Okay. Do you want to do that?
Lost 2 of their number.
So morale check for guardians. This is really the end of my turn too. No, they're fine. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I don't love it, but
yes, they
it's not
decide
really to give up just yet.
So, and also you get only 5 primary because I managed to shoot you off this objective here. So interesting. It is interesting.
It's tough.
Okay.
Right.
Here we are at the end of Eldar movement phase for turn 2. Some reinforcements have come in. I'm going to do that now. The warp spiders. Warp spiders have come in here, and I've spent 2 command points on an Auspex scan. So now I'm going to open up on them from the intercessors. They're hitting on 3s and rerolling 1s because of the bolt weaponry and rerolling 1
because of
artisans. Yeah. And then I'm wounding on 3s, and that is 3 minus 2 saves because I'm still in the
tactical doctrine.
Right,
we're off 5 up then.
Okay.
1 made it, 1 didn't. So I'm going to.
Okay, so the Exarch takes 2 wounds. He's got 3, so he's still on his feet. That's a tough elf.
These are tough elf. Exarchs are.
And so the other reinforcements, we've got the Warwalkers coming in from this flank now, not that flank. The Knights just getting rather in my face. Janes are skipping along behind. And the
firing squad,
Wraith Guard trying to take out the Dreadnought, and the your backfield units staying where they are. So you've got a psychic phase now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Fateful Divergence.
Success. I get a command point.
Yeah, it's not bad little psychic power.
Really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then the second thing is going to be Smite.
Yeah.
Warp charge 5.
Oh,
that's not successful.
That's embarrassing.
That's interesting.
Open up the shooting phase for the Eldar turn to the Wraith Guard into the Dreadnought.
Hitting on 3s.
3s. And
That
you
is
get 3 hits.
3 hits.
T7?
I'm going to command point reroll one of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 hits.
So 3s to wound.
Yeah.
That is 3 saves.
Okay, 6 up saves. No, oh dear. How much damage is coming in?
D3 plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to be 6, 7, 8. 8.
Yeah, 14 damage. Does he blow? Let's get some revenge. Yes!
Oh, no!
D3 wounds back on the Wraith Guard for 1. Oh.
4.
Okay, yeah, Starshot Missile. Against tank, I pop smoke, so hitting on 4s from the Guardians. He
so that hits. It's strength 8, so
4s.
wounds.
Yeah.
That's a wound.
1, so 4 up. 4 up with Armour and Contempt. Ugh, how much damage is that doing?
D6.
He's got 6 left. Let's command point reroll that because I have spent 1 on these smokes. So try and make it worth my while. So 4 up. No, it does go through. Oh, 2 wounds left. Okay, so the rest of the squad that was in range against the intercessors in this corner here.
I'm going to do.
Okay, Bladestorm being played. Every 6 is an additional hit, and you.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits.
Nasty. Blue dice is a 4 up. The grey dice 3 up. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Yes.
Okay, this is the knight into the Hellblasters.
3s to hit.
Scatter laser.
Is that?
So light cover plus
Yeah,
1 save,
yeah.
so
three hits. So strength 6, 2 to wounds.
3 to wound.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, toughness 4? Yeah.
Single
dear.
save at nil AP dash.
That
Don't count.
don't count. No, it goes through.
1 damage.
Take 1 wound. Yeah, so this is against tank. Fires twice.
2 attacks. Forced to hit because
Force.
of smoke.
Yep. Come on, whiff. No!
2 hits. Strength 16. So 2's damage.
2. No.
Both go in.
I need double
minus
6.
3, so you need double 6.
I need double 6 to save
the attack.
No, we'll go 1 6. So does it blow? No.
Oh.
Yeah, Wraith Cannon into the Assault Intercessors Blast.
So,
Unit 10, 3 attacks. Hit on 3s. 2 hits.
2 hits and strength 16, so 2
2 wounds.
So
2 6-ups?
2 6-ups, yeah.
No, and it's minimum.
Okay. So it's -1 to hit, so she's hitting on 3s.
Yeah, this is Jane's Art into Assault Marines with her
Sudden death.
Sudden death.
Triscally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3s to hit.
3 to it, yep.
Sorry, I locked up. Right, that's 6 hits. That's good. Strength 6, so 3 to wound. Not so good. 3 wound.
5 up saves. No.
1 damage each.
That's okay. Apothecary. No, so 1 dead, 1 injured. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, the War Walkers are going to open up into my home.
Your intercessors.
Yes, intercessors, yeah.
Right lance. Doesn't hit. Scatter laser. Some hits. Right, so we're 6 wounding on 3s. Ooh, 2 saves.
Yep, 2 saves. Okay, Star Cannon. Oh dear. They're just tired because they've gone all the way from over here.
Yeah.
All the way around there.
I'm really tired. I've been running through your dreams all night. Running through your imagination. Right, okay. So just
1 hit?
Just the 1 hit. Strength 7, 3 to wounds.
No, of course not. Yeah, that was
rubbish.
written. As soon as you missed
rubbish.
as soon as you missed 3 times, you knew that was never going
That
to
was
win.
it. That was doomed.
Yeah. Yeah. So Warp Spires are Assault D6. So you've got 6 weapons in there, haven't
6
you? So
weapons, so
66 shots.
What's that?
So 41 shots. This is the first tranche. We'll come back after the hit rolls. So, not the best rolling. 22 hits.
We're looking for 3s.
But still strength 6. So these are -2, aren't they? So they become -1 for armor and contempt. So these are 4 up saves. Dead. 2 dead. Woo. 3 dead. 3 dead. So you tried to battle focus away, got a 1
inch
command point spent on matchless
agility
to re-roll that.
That's a lot.
And
well done, chaps.
their agility is matchless. So they're gonna cowardly reposition out of sight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're not outside of those.
No, Eldar trickery. How's it going, Dawn of War? We fired and fade or something like that. Can't remember.
Fire and fade is a stratagem, but it's
Okay, charge phase. The knight's going into the sword.
Oh well, I might charge James R depending on whether the knight gets in.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if you measured it. Let's roll it and see. See what you get.
I haven't measured it. I'm just going to see how.
See how we feel about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit cocked. That's a 5.
7.
That's going to be.
She may advance and charge.
Yeah.
This is going to be a longer
So
one.
Jane's going in as well. Let's see what she gets. This might be longer. Well, it's longer. Probably not.
I don't think it is.
Command point reroll on the charge.
No, rubbish.
No. I'm having a malfunction. Yeah, so there we go. We're back.
All right.
So this is the Wraith Knight.
Yep.
And
3 stampy foot hits.
Yeah.
Strength 8, so
2. Yeah. Oh my
That
god!
is dreadful.
We are hard nuts.
That is a rubbish. So a single save at -2 Syrah.
So because -1,
That
does
make
get
it 2 damage.
2 damage. Let's see if the apothecary can fix his head. Yes.
Now I think you've got a wounded
Oh yeah,
guy
you do
there,
kill
so
one. Yeah. Okay, with Sarti's chainswords and shock assault, it's lots of attacks hitting on 3s. 4 6s, they automatically wound because of Gene Warp Might. Now I need 6s for the non-6s to hit. Oh dear, there's 2. So yeah. Ooh. So that's
6 wounds.
6
at -1.
and -1.
For
Yeah.
Starter's chance. I need 4s then.
Yeah, 4 up saves.
Half and half.
There we are, 3 wounds.
3 damage.
There we go.
3 damage.
They lost 4. Leadership is 8. And I fail. That's annoying.
So
one
goes.
flees, and then there's 5 left. They don't flee. He succumbs to his wounds.
Yeah.
And on ones, some more succumb to their wounds. No, so 1 succumbs to his wounds.
They all.
Yeah, let's roll. They hold.
They're all right
Okay.
for a comfort break if that's all.
Yeah, of course it is, mate. Yeah. I'll edit that bit out. But so at the end of Eldar turn 2, it's 20 victory points apiece. The knight is deep in my lines causing havoc, and Jane Czar is close behind it. So yeah, I need to have a good turn 3. I'm going to stick in the tactical doctrine. Right, let's see what my orders are. So the orders from the battle bars, really getting my opponent's lines. Behind enemy lines, get 2 or more units in number 3's deployment zone. That's going to be very difficult. Battlefield supremacy, be on more objectives than my opponent. Now, at the moment I am, because I've got a objective secure unit on this objective. So that, if things don't change, then I'll get that. And deploy teleport Homer. No, that's not going to happen probably either. Alright, here we are at the end of the movement phase for Space Marines turn 3. I've gained a command point. I'm going back up to 3 or 4. I'll check. 4, up to 4 command points. I'm still in the tactical doctrine for 1 more turn. And yeah, so movement phase, the Salt Intercessors have fallen out of combat. Lining up charges for my characters and the aggressors. It's mission, try and kill the knight. Everything is literally going to open up into it pretty much. But I've still got a psychic phase first, so there will be a smite to begin with. Oh, it's just about goes off on a 5. Anything to stop me? D3 on the knight.
That's a good start, isn't it?
Good, yeah, it's a good start.
Ticking the counter down.
Yeah. And I'm going to hallucinate the knight as well. And that also goes off, so that is -1 to hit. Okay, let's kick off the shooting phase. Let's do the aggressors with their flamers. They've got 2 each. That's 66 auto hits. So 21 hits coming in, 6s to wound. Had a couple of 1s for lieutenant. No, so 2 wounds getting through. It's -2 though, because I'm still in the. Oh, hold on. I'm still in tactical. I'm still in tactical. So yeah, he's on -1 because I'm still in tactical. So
4s.
Yeah, that's just cheeky.
Yeah.
Hellblasters into the into the knight, hitting on 3. Yeah. So Master Artisan and look at that. So 5s to wound.
Don't forget to reroll your 1s.
And thank you, rerolling 1 for the lieutenant.
Whatever it's called.
5 up invulnerable save.
Ooh.
Take 4 wounds.
4 of them go in.
Okay, I'm going to do the rest of the army effectively into the knight off camera.
So -1.
So I'm halfway through my shooting phase. 10 wounds left on the knight, doing okay. But this unit up here are going to be shooting in the warp spiders because they've got high damage output but low toughness. Lightning fast reactions have been played. So -1 to hit. And I'm hitting on 4s then. Rerolling 1s because they're bolters. And rerolling 1 miss. So the wound roll is 5 -2s.
So that puts us on 5. This could be it.
Ow! Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, the warp spiders have been destroyed, and the knight. Oh, thank you. The knight's down to 10 wounds. They're going to, and as the dust settles from my shooting phase, the knight is on 9 wounds left. Everything in the army apart from that squad opening up into it. And now we've got some charges. So you could be overwatching, couldn't you? So I'm going to send. Yeah. I've made a bit of a boob here, haven't I? So the captain's going to lead by example, but you might have to activate his armour. Or should I do the lieutenant first? Oh, imagine if you killed. Right, lieutenant's going in first. Do you want to overwatch?
Final answer, Lieutenant?
Yeah.
No.
No, okay. So the aggressors, only 2 can get in, but they are hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s for the captain. This is the wounds roll. Lieutenant can re-roll the 1s. There. Only 2 get through. At -3.
So on my 5 up.
Not do very much, is it? Look at that. Yeah, bounce. Okay, so interrupting and trying to stomp on my captain. His shiny head. He should have put his helmet on. So
that's only 1 hit, you see.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, no.
Are you not on 4s?
Sorry. I'm going to take 2 hits if that's all right.
Yeah, with your fate.
Yeah.
So 2 hits.
So one of those wounds, and I'll roll the other one. That's 2 of my fate dice done. We're on 8 against 4, so 2.
Yeah, 2s, yeah. Oh,
unbelievable! So that is a single wound at my
one. So yeah, I'm not going to activate my armour. So he's a 3 up. He's got 2 up save naturally. Yeah. Donk. My captain has 7 attacks because he's got Imperium Sword and he's got Shock Assault. He's hitting on 2s with his Master Crafted Power Sword. His strength is 6
to 5.
To 5. Yeah, 3, not bad. 5s. 2
go in.
2 go in.
So
Because flat 2 becomes 1 because it reduces damage. So Lieutenant hit on 2s with Shock Assault and he's wounding on 5s. No, strength 5 plus 1 strength for his Mastercraft. 2 more saves.
Okay. It's -3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Makes 1, fails 1. So that's...
Okay, that is the end of my turn 3. Yeah. I'm happy enough that I've damaged the knight, but there's still some nastiness coming my way as we go into the Eldar turn 3. They're going to press the advantage. Hold on, I got 5 points for battlefield supremacy. Yeah, as we go into Eldar turn 3. Okay, turn 3 for the Eldar. Your order's not great either.
They are poor. I will capture enemy outpost still, which I should have thrown. Well, no, I thought I could do it. I was really depending on the warp spiders for this.
Yeah.
But now they're gone. I can't do it. Battlefield supremacy, which is going to be hard but doable.
Yeah.
Deploy teleport home. And now this is an interesting one. It turns out that the Wraith Knight is actually allowed to perform actions.
Yeah. Because
of my Craft World attributes of Hunters of Ancient Relics, she may still shoot while performing an action.
Yeah.
But the only problem is because she's not infantry, it's going to take her until my next command phase to complete that action.
Yeah.
So that has ample opportunity.
So I could still destroy them.
Yeah. And that would foil that plan. But it's my only unit that can really get within number 1's deployment zone by the end of the movement phase, so I've got to go for it.
I've never known a knight to perform an action before, but it's the first time for everything. And you saw it here. Drop Dash Gaming.
She's gonna remove her own spirit stone and she's gonna plant it deep into the earth.
Yes,
to try and heal the Maiden World.
Yeah, I like that. That's brilliant. And so your Warwalker's just shuffling around.
Warwalkers have strafed round the edge to get a a better field of view. Jane's
here. She
jumping
advanced
in to distract the Space Marines while the Knight does her important work.
Yeah.
The Wraith Guard have strung out. They're in two minds as to whether to try and take this objective or blow away the Space Marines.
And
the Guardians and the Farseer standing at the back, controlling the flow of events.
Yes. Yeah. So you have a psychic phase. Yeah.
Right, we're going to start with Fateful Divergence.
Get you.
Warp Charge 6. Oh no!
No, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. No free command point. And then Smite.
Yeah. And that goes off.
It does work.
So D3 on that squad. 2. Yeah, so 2 wounds caused to that squad, killing 1 Marine and putting a wound on the other. So that's it for psychic.
Lasers at the aggressors.
Okay. So
this is the Wraith Cannons first. So she's down to 5s to hit now. Which is... I'll pick the squad of 6.
Yeah. So the blast, they're firing maximum. That's looking good.
That's nice. So we are strength 16, so 2s to wound. That's 3 wounds at my...
Yeah, so 2 assault intercessors slain by the Knight, now scatter lasers into the aggressors.
Strength 6, so wounded on 3s. 2 saves.
2 free up. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
okay.
Right,
yeah. We've suddenly remembered your Craft World trait.
Children of... Well, no, because most units are dying completely in one go,
true,
so I haven't had a chance to use it.
Yeah.
Well, except I missed it on these last rounds. So, because they've been carrying casualties for a while, so they're hitting on 2s.
So Guardians hitting on 2s because they've suffered casualties.
So
look at that.
Hits, strength 4, so 4s to wounds.
3 ups. 1 gets 3, so do kill 1. And the missile launcher failed to do any damage. Right.
Right, so the and the other 3 are going to fire the Hellblasters.
Okay, I'm going to spend command point on Gene Wrought Might. Not Gene Wrought Might. Transhuman.
Transhumans.
Yeah. So
3s to hit.
into the intercessors.
Command point.
Okay.
That. Okay, strength 10, so 2 to wound. I can't believe it. That's unreal. So that does... no, except.
Yeah.
So that we're hitting on 3s.
Look
at that. Unbelievable.
No.
Single hit, 2 wounds.
No, doesn't
wound
the
transhuman.
Yeah. 1 injured
Outrageous.
intercessor left down there. So trying to finish off that lone intercessor with a scatter laser from the Warwalker.
So do you want to...
Yep. Hitting on 3. Oh, we need a bigger games arena.
No, you need thinner friends. Right.
Right.
3s.
Ah!
Oh, you're
my goodness!
Me.
Oh my goodness! Have you not got any fate to use?
No.
Okay.
No.
2 hits. You can still do it.
Yeah. Strength 6. So 3s.
1. 3 up save. He's still around.
That's a hit. That's a wound. That's a -3.
So
it might be 4. Hang on.
I rolled a 6, so I might be.
You've saved, didn't you?
I've saved, yeah. Star Cannon, 2 hits.
Wound on 3s. 1 wound at -2.
Does go through.
Whatever it was.
How much damage? Let's see if the apothecary works. No.
Yeah.
These are assault intercessors.
So 2s.
Yeah.
Strength 6, so 3s. 4 saves.
So -3 becomes -2. 5s.
Don't believe it.
Oh, no, that's still good. No, you get 1 free. Is that 1 win?
Yes, 1. Yeah.
So the charge, using a fate dice to get a good long bomb charge against that last intercessor behind Snake. And that'll be it, I think, because Jane Z won't really want to do anything.
She's not a big
No.
not a big charger.
She doesn't like hugs. Camera. So Jane Zar has gone in against my aggressors. I can't overwatch because of our mask. But I have heroically intervened with both of my characters. Whether that's A wise decision. Who knows? So you're now going to put your piercing strike against my captain.
She's going to punish the captain.
Yeah.
By hitting him with piercing strikes.
Okay.
So here we go.
Good luck, sir. Hit on 2, sir.
That's a bad start already. Right, strength 6. So 3's the wind.
Come on, boy.
Yeah, I'm going to command point for sure.
So 2 got 3, 3 got
3 got 3.
So I will be activating the armor Indomitus. So 3 free up armor save, invulnerable saves. How much damage? Okay, he takes 4 wounds. Right. Okay, I'm just going to record that. So 3 wounds left for the captain. He takes 4 wounds. He gets +1 wound to his armor Indomitus. Over here, let's see if the Wraith Guard can kill that last Marine. His armor held. Okay, I'll do my attacks back. I'll do.
Fuming.
Are you? Okay, my captain hit and freeze because -1 to hit. Oh, that's helped. Okay, he's out 3 hits.
Okay.
I got strength 6.
Okay, so 4. So yeah, 3's to win.
Freeze.
So 2. Go for 2 wins at -3. 3 is it? Yeah.
Favourite of Cain, invulnerable save.
Makes 1, fails 1, so she takes 2.
Take 2. So Lieutenant hitting on freeze. Oh, look at that. Only 2 hits, but wounding on freeze. 2 more invulnerable saves. Makes them. 4 for the sergeant. Oh no, I need 2 more. Need 2 more. Cheers, mate. Hitting on 4s. Oh goodness, yeah. Wounding on 2s. There we go. So 5 saves.
5 saves.
Puts her down to 3. She can't take any more. Okay. Is that the end of your turn 3?
No. Marines fight back.
Oh yeah. 3 attacks with shock assault. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Okay. Orders from the battle barge for Space Marines turn 4. Hold the line. Destroy the Wraith Knight. Blood and guts. Kill stuff in the... Kill 3 units.
In the hand-to-hand.
In hand, yeah. And storm hostile objective. That's not going to happen. Right. Okay, turn 4 for Space Marines. I did remember to do some morale tests, and I managed to pass them both quite miraculously, even the one over there. And number 3 is spend a command point to enable his knight to fall back and shoot, because he couldn't do it automatically, so that's been caught as well. Not much in the way of movement from the Space Marines. We are bogged down, but the Apothecary will heal both... of those units with his he can automatically heal 3 wounds to 2 separate units, so that's where he's done. Let's do a psychic phase. Yeah, let's smite the knight. It does go off on a 5 and does 1 mortal wound. I'm going to hallucinogen Jane Czar this time, and that goes off. Let's see if we can destroy the knight. So this is the Hellblasters. Going to shoot it in its back. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling for Master Artisans. Fives to wound. That is... oh, that's not bad. 5 minus 4s.
Blimey.
We need to make one of them.
Blimey. 5 minus 4s, so
5 up and down.
just on a 5 up and down one, yeah.
Okay, crack grenade from the librarian. Hits.
Wounds.
Up, wounds. -1 for up. No! D3 damage from the command point. No. Or...
I can't.
No, you can't.
Left.
And yeah, the crack grenade does it.
That's it. Now.
From the Libby.
No.
Does the Wraith Knight explode?
No, that is
Okay, that's the end of my shooting phase. It wasn't a particularly good one, but I did destroy the knight.
bolt pistol?
Oh yeah, go on then. Bolt pistol in combat. Hits. Doesn't wound. I caused the wound to one of these walkers from some of the small arms fire, but I don't have much yet.
Number one, did you forget to move and shoot with this squad of 2 Marines over here?
I sort of did, but I don't think they would be able to get round the mountain. I'll move them, but they won't fire. Right.
Can't do it anymore.
No, we're just discussing old rules, James. I wish she could have done like a spinny attack on every attack against anyone in base space with her. So I've really surrounded her now. I've charged the intercessors in, the aggressors have consolidated, Paladin rather, and I've charged the Warwalkers. So let's go into the assault phase. So, assault intercessors into the Warwalkers. Gene Wrought Might spent for a command point, hitting on freeze.
Oh, I'm going to shoot Convector that command point. Then.
Yep. 5 wounds in total, -2 because we're in the assault doctrine.
5 up. 4 go in.
So 1 left on that walker. Jane Z gets to have another.
Jezed. Right, well, as she...
Okay, Jane Z into the captain. Piercing strike.
Stick the Spear of Destiny, whatever it's called. It's not called that. It's got a really cool name that I've forgotten. Straight through his mouth.
Yeah. Because he's not wearing his helmet, silly boy.
Freeze. Oh,
God. Ooh, that's a lot of ones.
Right, but 6, so 3 wounds. That's 2 saves.
4 up. 1 gets through.
That's 2.
So only 1 wound calls after the apothecary patched one of them back against the captain. Let's see. No, he didn't heroically intervene. So hit on freeze because Jane Z. Oh, there, 2 hits. Wounding on 2 of them. So that's 2 saves.
Wounding on that.
That's yeah. So unusual, invulnerable -3.
Yeah, that's invulnerable. 4 up. Favored of Cain. Passed and failed.
Sorry, down to 1.
He's going to make our remark.
2 damage.
To finish, I reckon.
Yeah, this is the lieutenant. Right, he's hitting on 3. Yeah, well, freeze. Yeah, so that many hits. Wounding on freeze. 2 more saves.
Okay, Jane.
She can do it.
Cain loves you. No, he doesn't.
No.
Right.
Okay, so
that's in play, so she might come back at the end of the fight phase.
Phoenix Reborn. So does she?
So actually, what you need to do is take her away, consolidate your units.
4 up, she comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's back to D3. 2 wounds left.
Remaining. So if you can...
And she returns there. Okay, now you've got some attacks
I do
back.
have some attack backs. The war
Freeze. Boardwalkers against the Assault Marines.
3s, kicky 3s. Right, 3 hits, strength 5.
Freeze.
That's a single save AP dash.
That's very cocked. No,
He made it.
so,
Shame.
okay, here are the Wraith Guard. Oh dear. I think he's finally... Well, we never know.
Strength 5, so 3 wounds.
And he's finally dragged down by the Wraith constructs. Right, I'm interrupting the movement phase for the Eldar turn 4. These Warwalkers are falling back, and I'm going to spend the command point and cut them down.
3 then. It's got to be an engagement range.
Ah, yeah, engagement range, thank you. So, all I need is a 6, and I can get that last mortal wound off the... there we go. Does it blow?
Does it blow?
Oh, I saw it there for a moment. Right, here we are at the end of movement phase for Eldar turn 4 and psychic phase. Unfortunately, the Farseer not able to cast their power.
Psychic phase was a plus.
Jane Z Azar has run all the way over here to probably start engaging the Space Marines on the home objective. Yeah, that's now fallen back after its companion got cut down.
I'm trying to decide where.
Okay, Wraith Guard into the Assault Intercessors. Hitting on freeze.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Strength 10, so wound on 2s.
Jeez.
Ah, now that's 2 wounds, and one of those.
Okay, that kills 2 and spills a mortal wound over anymore. So yeah, Jane Zar, is it Z or Zar? Zar has managed to kill 2 of the intercessors up there, and now she's charging. I can't overwatch. I mean, pretty 5.
I am not very confident that is going to do it.
Yes, with engagement range being 5 inches up, she is up and bounding on top of the gantry. Oh dear.
Now, is she still...
Attacks, sweeping attacks, hitting on 2s. Force to wound.
Yeah.
And they managed to do a wound back.
Right.
And that's the end of your turn 4.
Morale.
So if I do those guys up there, they took 3. There is a sergeant up there.
No, they're fine.
So they're fine.
And then these guys
took 2. No,
they're all right. And that was it, wasn't it?
So 2 secondaries achieved area denial and secure no man's land to get in the middle, scoring 10 secondaries. So I think if my maths is correct, it's 45-55 for the Space Marines as we go into turn 5, last turn for the Space Marines, and I'm suddenly only on 1 primary objective. Oh no, I'm actually on 2.
Yeah.
I'm actually on 2.
You've got that one for now.
For now, yeah. Last orders from the battle barge, turn 5 for the Space Marines. I've still got blood and guts in hand. I'm not sure I'm going to get it, to be honest.
Kill the elf with the big hair.
Yeah, kill it quickly. Defend the stronghold. That's a little bit up in the air at the moment. And no prisoners. Again, unless I table number 3, that's not going to happen. Okay, so I've done my movement phase. Again, not much movement. The Librarian's coming around to try and finish off Jane Zar. Yeah, the last 2 intercessors over that flank coming around the corner, and the assault intercessors following the war walker in that direction. Okay, let's do that smite then for Jane.
This very important smite. There we go.
There we go.
She's dead.
She's been, well, she's not dead. She's succumbed to her injuries. Hellblaster's into the Wraith Guard, hitting on 3s, re-rolling all those 1s because the captain wandered over, which is just as well. And then re-rolling 1 miss because of Master Artisans. Okay. Now these are strength 6, so 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. So that is 6 minus 4s. Okay, so end of my shooting phase. Managed to tickle a few more wounds off the walker. And the Hellblast is obviously doing quite a lot of damage to the Wraith Guard. Let's do a charge to finish the game for the... Oh. Or not. I'll command point reroll because I've actually got the...
Well, yes, and as you do so, I'm going to serum shifting vector. I don't get it back. No. I was going to use that to Overwatch.
Well,
at my right, 5s. You've got to take 2 off for the woods, but I think with 3, you'll probably be alright.
Just about okay. Yeah, it was a little less enthusiastic. Right, this is roll to hit.
Yeah, 3.
Ugh, not that great. And then 5s. 1 minus 2 because I'm in the assault doctrine.
Right, so this is a 5. Yep.
Yeah. So managed to actually kick 1 to death in the attack back, and that's the end of my turn 5. I
catching any of those objectives?
I've defended stronghold.
You have 2 Marines.
So that's 5. But other than that, that's all I've got. So
that's very good.
So last orders from the runes. Raise banner
from the crone.
Yeah.
Raise banner, which I think the Wraith Guard are going to be able to achieve without any hassle. Attempting target.
Yeah, I've selected.
Yeah.
Try and take that off me.
Yeah, it's unlikely.
Not going to happen.
And overwhelming firepower. I've got to try and destroy 3 units in shooting. Which...
And you spent a command point to get a new order, didn't you?
I did spend a command point to throw out the one about taking your objective.
Yeah,
can't do.
Okay. Is there a psychic phase? Turn 5.
There is a psychic phase, but let me think about movement first.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's
You've
all
not
right.
moved, have you?
No.
My apologies.
No, I might not move. It's exciting.
Okay.
It's exciting, even I don't know.
So, turn 5 for the Eldari. You've got a command point with your psychic shenanigans.
Yeah, I've shuffled the Graveguard. I've just shuffled here to get a clear shot at the Hellblasters while also raising a banner on that objective still, because they can do that because of Hunters of Ancient Relics. They can action and shoot at the same time. And the Farseer has raised one final command point with Fateful Divergence. He's not in range for Smite, but I don't want to do that anyway because I want to destroy them with shooting.
Okay.
To wit, Guardians. So we've got five Guardians with shuriken cast bolts.
Yep.
So for 10 attacks firing at them, and the missile launcher, against all bit of judgment, will fire in sunburst mode at the two remaining
on the
home objective.
Okay.
So we'll start with the shuriken cast bolts. Oh, what am I doing? Right in here. Right, 2s to hit.
Okay, miss launcher 5-6 times, hitting on 2s.
So that's strength 4, so wounding on 4. Oh, killed.
You kill one. This
That's
is the War Walker.
2 hits.
Yeah.
Strength 7, so 3 to wound.
Yeah.
It's 2. Why do I never remember these stats?
Well, I rolled a 6 and a 3, so I'm pretty sure one's.
Oh, yeah, the 6 is a save.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2 damage done. Manages to shoot him. And finally, the Assault Intercessors. I'm surprised they survived as long as they did.
Yeah,
but
me too.
I think they had quite a few picked up during the course of the game. Yeah, so I might as well spend my last command point on not Gene Rule, mate. Yeah, might as well. Against the Hellblasters.
So that is a miss, which I am going to re-roll with my last one of them.
Yeah.
Shifting vector it. Do not shifting vector it. So that's my command point's gone. Oh, I haven't done the re-roll, have I?
No.
Right, and then those 2 hits, I'm going to turn into 2 wounds with them.
Okay.
So they're 6s. So you've got 2 saves to make at minus. Right, so you've probably made one of them.
So Apothecary not helping the mortal wound spillover, so they've lost 2, leadership 8. So
They may, on a 6 basically, they break.
Oh.
That don't count.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, they can't fail actually.
No, absolutely right.
He can't fail because he had 2.
He
lost 1.
Yeah. So that's it. No, there is that.
That's it from around. Yeah. So that's the end of the game.
So I get 1, 2, 3, 15.
You get 15 for primary and 5 for raise the banner. So the final score is 65-70 in favour of the Space Marines. It is a narrow Space Marine victory. You get the feeling that they've just about held on to the installation with the skin of their teeth, but they've taken a battering, and the Eldar still control the forest. And the little forest. And the happy little forest. So I think both are going to walk away from this and lick their wounds, and possibly they might need to have another attempt trying to remove the Monkai from this planet.
Well, perhaps the next battle will be to see if the Monkai can locate and close the web gate.
Yes, that's a really good idea. Yeah, that sounds like a secondary mission we need to follow up on this, I think. Yeah, excellent. Well, thank you very much, number 3. That was a really good game.
Number 1, that was tense.
It was tense, yeah. There were moments when I thought I was in trouble. Other moments, I mean, your turn 3 was, I think we discussed, was not great, which kept me in it.
I thought I'd thrown the game completely at that point.
Yeah.
But, I managed to claw a few points back. And
just goes to show, it is all about getting the victory points at the end of the day, isn't it? You managed. You were thinking and strategizing.
I was reckless in abandoning the objective markers and not getting those primaries when the going was good. I was trying to push the advance too much, trying to be too ambitious, I think. But
yeah, well, it's difficult to know, isn't it?
Dice, isn't
if the dice works, then yeah. Really good game. Really enjoyed that. Really good. So TT Combat does most of the MDF scenery. This plastic stuff, of course, is Games Workshop. GameMat.eu for the board. You've got a Instagram account, number 3?
No, I'm only on TikTok.
Oh, you're on TikTok. Oh, okay. What's that then?
I can't remember.
You can't. I'll put it in the chat if you can't remember.
Yeah.
And I've got Instagram, Drop Dice Gamer. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, Garden Gothhammer.
Garden Gothhammer for TikTok. Yeah, and you do quite a lot of paint. Was it called Paint Slam?
Paint Slam.
Paint Slam. Yeah. So yeah, check out number 3 on that, Garden Gothhammer. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed that. It's this is the way the dice fall in Drop Dice Gaming. I just can't bring myself to say it sometimes. Okay, yeah, really good game. Really enjoyed that. I hope you did too. Cheers, bye bye. Very